Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So the response I got from doing the pen pastels and the art journal and all that type of thing is amazing, and I'm so thrilled. So I'm going to do a art journal page as well, like that. A lot of people I'm finding, and I don't think it's a bad thing, but a lot of people get confused as to mixed media, how mixed media is to art journaling. Some people have a very specific belief of what art journaling is. I'm not here to tell you that you're right or wrong. I'm here to tell you how I do things. I know essentially journaling to most people is writing. And a lot of people will use their art journals for writing. I happen to use my art journals to help me with creativity. To if I'm having a bad day or a bad physical day, I don't feel too overwhelmed, but I still want to art. So I do it in my art journal. I can mix media. A lot of you have asked me to really mix media out my journal page. I'm not going to do that today, but I am going to do that coming up. There is a lot more to it than just adding paint and painting something. Um, but neither here or there. This is, it all depends on what you like. If you like to write in your art journals, by all means, write. Make an art journal and just write, 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 write. And if you like to art in your art journals, then by all means, art. If you like to do both, then by all means, do both. It's very easy, and it's a good way to put yourself in a situation if you need to vent or you need to write things down to fully grasp the situation or to make you feel better. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So it totally is up to you. I call it art journaling because I'm journaling in my art, I'm arting in my journal. And that's how I do it. But again, nothing is right and nothing is wrong. You are to do what you like to do. And call it whatever the heck you want. So we're just going to do a page today. This is in my junk journal, as you can see. I still did not do the cover. But my fox, I'm a little girl, and then, where I just smeared paint all over. And I'm going to do on this page now. And these are those little ties. So what I'm going to do first, if you've not seen videos prior to this, what I like to do is when I'm using paint on another page and I have leftover paint, I will tell you probably 80% of the time, not every time, I will cast off and put my paints on blank pages because a lot of people are nervous with blank pages. They get overwhelmed and scared. And if you guys are already pros at doing art journals and art and all that kind of thing, you don't have to watch this, but I get so many new people on my channel and who are just starting out. So I like to throw these in as well. I love to do beginner stuff to encourage people. When you guys tag me with stuff that you never thought that you would do, and you do it so well and you're so proud of yourself, I love seeing that. So I like to go back and revisit things quite a few times to get people out there to try it and to know it's not that hard. So I have these down already, and I don't exactly know what is permanent and what isn't, and I'm just going to leave it at that right now. I'm going to go in and color the page with different colors. Now, let me tell you a little hint. I don't think I have any here. Let me see. Maybe I do. Take printer paper or cardstock or whatever kind of paper you want. I've been asked this too. And I used to do this. I don't do this that much anymore. But you just take the paper or scrap paper or newspaper. Oh, and I did my little dragon right there. Not dragon. What the heck is it? Seahorse. Okay, so you put this on both sides, whatever, newspaper, paper, book paper, whatever you got, to catch the paint so it doesn't go on to the next page. Which some people are very OCD about that. I totally get it because we all have our own OCD issues. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I will in this case. So let's see where we're going to start. I want to do, I've got pinks and reds going on here, so I'm going to kind of stick with that, I think. I only want to add color around here. I want to leave these right here because I'm going to blot them out with white. I love doing that. That's just the way it is. So I'm going to take some green, any kind of green you want. This is my Granny Granny Smith apple green, whatever it's called. I'm gonna rinse my brush. My brush is a little bit wet, so I don't really care about that too much when I'm doing these. I gotta move my camera. Come on, my camera. Need it back a minute. There we go. Okay. Just want to make sure I get in there because I'm forever pulling things towards me. Okay. So I'm just kind of going over like this. And I watered it down so it thins it out. You don't have to. Just glides a lot better. I'm just adding it wherever I want. I always go back and pick off, you know, pull off some of that color that I wet down because I don't need it that thick, and then it just helps you spread everywhere else. Okay, I'm not going to clean my brush. I'm going to leave it the way it is, and I'm going to add some green. I mean some turquoise green. I'm looking at the green there, and I'm like, yeah, green. No. And I'm just going to do a couple drops. Very simple, very easy. And then I'm just going to kind of go and add that in. Add that in there. Okay. And that's it. I mean, that's really, you know, now you can go in and add different colors if you want. You want to add some cobalt turquoise. We need a little bit over here. Just pulling some color in. No big deal. If your brush is getting dry, you can wet it a little bit and kind of drain it off a bit, but you don't have to do much. And I'm going to go in here. Really, you can see there's no right or wrong way to do this. This is the fun part. This is why I love getting kids to do this kind of stuff, because, you know, when you sit down with your kids, especially with summer and everything like that, or vacation time or whatever, you know, get your Crayola watercolors or whatever, you know, your kids use, and sit down and just start doing something like this. It's not, you know, it's messy, so put a garbage bag down or, you know, whatever, so it doesn't get everywhere, but let them have fun. I mean, look how much fun that looks like. Okay, so now I have that. I am going to hit it with my heat gun just for a second. Again, use your hair dryer or get a hair dryer from the thrift store. A heat gun is used for embossing powder, you know, where it needs to be a very, very high temperature. But you definitely can just leave it sit and dry for a few minutes, or, you know, and then go from there, or use your hair dryer, or if you have a heat gun, use that. Blow on it, use a self fan, you know, whatever. When I didn't have a heat gun, I would just let it dry. I'd give it like a few minutes and start something else, or go on YouTube or Pinterest and whatever. It doesn't matter. But can you see all that great texture you have going on there? All the, like, I like how this is very white right here, but then you got that little bit of blue and you got some pink. So it's really, you know, just play and have fun. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take white. Let me find my, I thought I grabbed my white. I guess I did. Where did my white go? My white. Where did it go? You know I had my white sitting here. I hate when I do stuff like that. How about we just use warm white? Because I can't find what I do with my white. Ugh, my feet are itchy for some reason. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. Hello. It's right here. All right. So what we're going to do is randomly squeeze. I'll use a lot of white. Okay. That's all we're going to do there. I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to give it a little tap off, and I'm going for it. And what I'm going to do is this. And I don't know if I have dilutions under here or another spray or not. It could come through. It doesn't matter. Just keep wetting your brush and just take it over. Take it to the edges if you want it. I know people get very, they always say, I can't believe you whited out that background. I love doing it though. But you're not going to be all whited out. You'll see. And you can miss some of it. You don't have to cover it all with white. Now what I do is I take my water and I'm going to squirt it. Gonna squirt it. And then I'm going to take my paper towels. Tear some of that off. I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to wipe it off. Now you can use another piece of paper for this, so you lift all that up and save all that deliciousness. Yeah. See how that, somebody told me to turn off the autofocus. I don't know if that's going to do it for me or not, but I just clicked it off. Let's see what it does. And I can't remember who was the lovely person who told me that. I just can't remember right this second. But now you can see the texture. But thank you if you're watching. Thank you, because we're going to see if it works now. Do you see how, like, you have, let's see if I can get this a little up here more. Oh, come on, work with me today, please. It's not going to work with me. But can you see the texture in here from the paper towels? Let's see. Can you see that texture? Like all here, all over the place. Really, really good texture. I don't know how well you can see. There we go. See all that? That is great texture. And you still have those colors coming through. And you can wet it a little bit more if you want. But I love that texture. Let's move it back. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to hit it with the gun, the heat gun, for a minute. I want to get some of that water out of there that I just squirted on. No big deal, though. But look how gorgeous the background is already. And you can keep it as opaque as you want. I like it a little translucent so I can see some of that patterns and whatnot underneath. But, you know, it's all in what you like. We all like different things. So. One of my favorite things to do. I love using the black and white. You can use whatever color you want, though. All right, that should be enough for now. And so I want to do, I don't know what I want to do. Look at my colors over here. Okay, so I'm going to take some pan pastels now, and I'm going to use that as my drawing tool like I did before. And keep your eyes out. I have another video coming up just using regular pan pastels. Regular pastels, not pan pastels, Kelly. All right. But I'm going to use these. I'm going to see if I can get some of these to do a giveaway with, even if I only get a couple to do a giveaway. I think they're fun to play with and to add into your mixed media. So I'm going to write the company and see. Hopefully they'll work with me on this. Who knows? Okay. So I'm going to take just some of my brown on the tip of my brush, my foam applicator. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small face. Seems like I'm being overshadowed here by something, and I'm not quite sure what it is. All right, so I'm going to do, it's going to be down there. And I'm going to bring this down there so it has the V. And bring her up like this. And then I want her hair to be like that. Like that. We could play with that. I know it looks a little funny right now, but we'll play with that. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to add some texture right now. It just looks like she has mouse ears, but hey, who doesn't like some mouse ears? I'm going to give her a little roundness here. Her little neck. You know, I'm running off the page here for these wings, but it's okay. I'm just going to kind of put them in so I can kind of see where they're at when we paint them. And then I'm going to take a little bit more brown because my color is running out. And I'm going to take it down this way and down this way. All right, so I just essentially drew with my pan pastels, and that's the base of what I want to do. Over here, what do I want to do? I don't know yet. I'll know yet. So I'm going to wait for that. Wait on that. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this. I'm going to do a little bit more of the brown, and I'm going to just do her eyes and her nose, kind of put in what I want. I want her eye to be here, her eye to be there, and then her little nose, and then her mouth right here. Very simple. Very simple. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my mixture of my water and gel medium, or no, what did I use? I used decoupage from Americana decoupage matte. And I got that in there with my water, and I'm going to just squirt this over. And I don't care if it, you know, I might spray it a little bit too much. I don't care if it blows it out a bit. It has water. I'm trying to show you guys for when you guys are at home how to seal this without having to spend a lot of money. I might have put a little too many sprays on there, but I'm not worried about it. I use matte because matte I can paint over. If I do glossy, I'm not going to get my acrylic over that. I'm just going to dry it for a second. And if you put too much water, like I tend to do, because my name's Kelly and I like to spray a lot of water on things, just take your paper towel or your art rag, whatever, and just give it a blot. See, you're not blowing it out. It's still there. And hit it one more time with the gun, with your hair dryer or your lips, if you like to use your lips. Put your lips together and blow. Whatever you like. Okay. Apparently I'm getting it on today with the heat gun. I've been using it a lot. Okay, so it's basically dry, you know, a little damp, what have you. It's all right. So let's start with her hair. And what color do I want to use for her hair? How about some black? Payne's Gray. We'll use Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray. See, I got my cameras backwards, isn't it? My camera is backwards. Funny. I'm going to have to... All right, you guys are going to have to hold on for a second. I thought I did it the other way because I've been doing different things here. I was wondering why the tape wasn't. There we go. There it is. Welcome along this crazy journey of mine. Okay. Here's the dang pan. Okay, I was like, I can't see it. All right, Payne's Gray. Oh my God, Kelly. Why they let me out of the bed is beyond me. So I'm just going to put a little bit down there, and I'm going to take a small paintbrush. I keep using my same little paintbrushes. They're sitting here in water. I really got to take them out to dry them, but I'm not going to worry too much. Make sure you dry it, though, and make sure you always take it from this end. See that motion? A lot of, you know what I'm saying? But because a lot of the water sits up here, so when you go to paint, it runs down the ferrule thing, and then, is that called a ferrule? I don't know. All right. Let's go. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the paint on the tip. A lot of weird subversive words I'm using today. And I'm going in with the eyes. I can see where I have those eyes, so I'm just going to go in and draw. Now I'm into doing these faces that are closed, and I might do that today. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do like this. I'm into doing, I think for people who are new to drawing and don't have, I don't want to say confidence because I don't mean that disrespectfully, but maybe who are just trying and you get scared. A lot of people get scared with the eyes and the lips. So start out like this. Maybe I'll do that. And then I'm going to take some of the black and do a little nose. This is how you'll just do a little nose, just a little U like that. And then we'll do the lips. And the lips, I'm going to put my line here. go in like that. And just do her little lips like that. Look at how cute. Her hair. Let's go in. I want... Alright, well, I didn't do her eyebrows yet. I'm just going to give her like this. For her hair, that's her bangs. And I'm going to give her like little ponytails. Okay, and then go in this way and do, nothing has to be perfect, remember it's hair. It is just hair. And then I'm going to color these in because I want to add a little bit of highlights in these, like a little white. And I want to do it while it's wet because I want it to blend. I don't want it to be like harsh highlights. And then I'm going to kind of give her bangs, paint those in. Now I want you to take notice of something. I know a lot of you asked me about this. Like, you look at it, it looks like she's in frickin' Disneyland, all right? She got the mouse ears on. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Things turn out, you know, what they... I want to put like a little crown on her, so I want them to sit there. We're going to put some highlights. But don't beat yourself up because this is... You're just having fun. We're doing an art journal page. So don't judge yourself. I mean, you know what looks funny is she has no eyebrows. So let's do some eyebrows. And her eyes are closed. But I'm just going to kind of paint in the... And you see I took a lot of that Payne's gray off. So I have shadow there. That's like her eyelids because they're closed. Now her hair's down low. So you're not going to see a lot of her eyebrow. But we can definitely pen it in. Or paint it in. Pen it in. What the hell, Kel? I rhymed. What the hell, Kel? Alright. And you can do her a little bit of eyebrows. And then you can go back and, you know, I can see kind of where my body is here. I might go in, since I have this black sitting here, and go over where I have those wings. We're not going to see the end of these wings because they're already out there, but as well as I'm out there too. Alright. And then I can go in if I want, and I can just kind of sketch out very lightly on the pen pastels and on her dress. Shape her face a little bit. You can use a pen, you can use a pencil, whatever you want. Just to give her some shape. Look how cute she's looking. Alright, so I want to get a little bit of my white and go in and do a little bit. I just want a little dab on the tip of it, that's all. And it's going to run in with the black, so it's going to look a little, or it's Payne's gray, but it looks black to me. Whatever color hair you got going. You can have whatever color you want. It's going to kind of add those in and add some highlights. Just some highlights, just to give her a little bit of something, something. And if they come out too bright or you don't like them, take some of the black or gray or whatever color you use for her hair and then just go over it. Go over it a little bit to mat it down a little bit, but I like it. I'm not hating on it. It's only a journal page. So let's take our other paintbrush. I'm into painting on the journal page now with all the mixed media through it. It's like my new obsession. Although I love to draw and I love you know, the way I do it. It's just lately this has just been tickling my fancy. All right, I'm just going to take a little bit of a color, skin color, and just take it in a little bit. And it's okay if you accidentally go over some of the black, you know, like I just did. Take your finger and tap it off. I want this to be as translucent as possible. I don't need it to be definitely opaque. So, but honestly, you do whatever you want. And whatever way it comes out is just the way it is. See how it just gives her a little bit of color? I'm going to give her a little bit of color on her neck. I'm not going to worry about shading or anything this one. And that's it for that face. Okay, what color do I want to do her dress? Let's do her dress red. I'm just going to pour some on here. I'm going to wet my brush. I'm just going to pat it dry, but not really dry, and I'm going for it. Let's say her neck ends here. Probably should have grabbed a bigger brush, but I'm working with it now. And I'm just kind of scrubbing it in. Because I don't care if it's not all the way covered. If it gets all the way covered, yay. If it doesn't, all right. All right then. A little bit down here. Pulling some more of that paint down from there. And we got red. And I need to bring this out just a little bit more here. Okay, and I think I'm going to go in a little bit of red in her lips. Okay, I know I'm quiet. I don't know why. Because I can't see. My eyesight is getting so bad as I get older. Okay. If you want her to have a little rosy cheeks, I'm not into that, but I know a lot of you are. Just give her some rosy cheeks. And then, so we don't waste the red paint, but then wash it off and go in and just kind of like soften it up a little bit. Like that. Leave it dry. All right, now what can we do? Okay, I'm liking that. Gotta do the wings. I gotta do the wings. The wings. Let's use our warm white that I pulled up. I'm gonna shake it because it's artist pigment, but you doing whatever kind you want. And I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna paint. Now look, I didn't clean my brush off good. It's all right. Are her wings bloody? Nope, I'm just gonna put that coat down there. Okay, I will let that dry, and then I'll definitely make sure my brush is empty, is clean when I go to do the next one. I want to do, let me dry this all up. Now, if you want a little texture in her wings, move it around, like the paint around, so it's not smooth. It's more chunky looking. Okay. Now let's try a little bit more of the warm white that went on. Look, see, that's what happens. I got a white blob on there. Oh no, what do we do? Take my bigger brush, make sure it's dry, and scoop it up. And go and paint, and then we'll fix that in a minute. See, stuff happens all the time. Who would have known? It's because I shook it, and I wasn't being careful. But no big deal. I'll just clean it off. And then wash your brush again, make sure it's clean, dry most of it off, and then go back in and it'll take all that extra off. And then take your paper towel. And you would never know it happens. See? Stuff happens and you just gotta fix it. Now you can definitely put molding paste, miling paste, whatever you call it, gesso, whatever, if you want a little texture in here, some glitter, some stickles, whatever you want. Now I want to take, let's see, let's use some fluorescent green. Let me see if I can put a lot on here. Will it cover? No, it'll just kind of, all right, that's good though, because I just need the, stencils. Where did I put my stencils? All right, we'll just use this because it's sitting here. Let's do this one. I'm just going to lay this here. And I'm going to just lay that green so it gives it a shadow. And stay in that. And use the point to get in parts that you can't. But look how cool that looks. Oh, yeah. Oh, I wish you could see it here. I really do. I wish you could. Oh, I love it. All right, quit getting so excited, Kelly. All right. Can't help it. I love it. Not kidding. All right, so I want to do a crown on her. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today, though, because it's a very long video right now. I'm going to take some gold, but before I do that, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to kind of sketch a little crown on her. I'm going to put 3 circles, right? And I'm going to do like this and like that. And this is water soluble pencil, so yeah, it's gonna smear, but don't. I like that, but don't worry about it. Let's give her a little crown, and I can put. Now I'm gonna go over those circles on the top because I don't need them, but I do need some paintbrush and to dry it off really good. And I'm gonna take some gold metallic and go like this. And paint over that because it makes it a little bit darker. Look how cute. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my brush. I'm not gonna put it in the water. I'm just gonna wipe it off so that black doesn't get transferred. And if it does, it's okay. But I'm gonna come in here and paint this There we go. Just a little crown. Nothing too fancy. And I could definitely go in and do more colors of that or use gesso to black out her hair, but I'm not worried about it. Because it's just, I'm just playing. Oh, I love this pattern. Okay, so now I'm going to take my pencil again and I'm going to outline. And you can do this with a marker. You can do it with a watercolor pencil. You can do it with whatever you want. I'm just going in and I'm going to kind of go over these a little bit to bring them out a little bit more. I like tracing over things, but you definitely don't have to. You do it whatever way you want because it's yours. Just very sketchy like. Yeah, I think that's good. Love it. I love it. So what do we want to put over on this side? I didn't even get to anything because frankly, I think I'm just going to stick with this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my decoupage, matte decoupage in water, and I'm going to give it a quick spritz. Now I advise, because this has water in it and you know it's going to be wetter, leave it dry and then do one more coat of it. All this is decoupage in water. Decoupage in water. And then do that and you will be good to go. But I like it. Now look at this. You can see because the water in there, and I knew it when I was using it, is water soluble, the black pen I used. So keep mind of that when you go to spray, that's going to happen. I like the running off look. That's just me. But like I said, you like what you like. And that's where I'm going to stop it at. So this is my little be the queen of you. Be the queen of you. I should put that over here though. No, let's see. Be the. Now see, I love this background, so I'm okay with not putting anything over here. The queen of. Does it make sense? I don't know. I don't care. I love it. Very happy with it. Very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys do any art journal pages or you do something like this or whatever, you know, you guys can tag me everywhere. You tag me everywhere. I'm on Facebook. I have a group, All Things Creative. Hit me up on Facebook and friend me, and I will add you into the group. And that's it. I love it. I love seeing what you guys do. I'm on Instagram. Come find me on Instagram. All the links will be down below. And if you like me going through an art journal page like this and doing art journal pages and trying to, you know, simplify them a little bit more, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. I love you guys. As always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I will see you guys later. Bye.